Hello, boys and girls. Hi. Yeah, I know I did a stream video last night, but I just had an idea on something that you guys might be interested. So, okay. So, let's just say, let me get to the point that we are going to talk about deleted scenes from movies, including the Disney movies. So, if you wanted to share which deleted scenes you like to talk about, then be free to do so, and I can always read them out for you if you want me to. I don't mind. So, I just thought it's a good idea because sometimes, okay, I'm not the only one to remind you guys, but I believe there's lots of other people who has this sort of interest in deleted scenes from certain things. And besides, some deleted scenes can be interesting sometimes. Some of them may have few issues in them, and some of them might be good, as we have no idea until we've seen them on either on the DVDs or whatever, something like that. Or we sometimes just saw them on YouTube or something like that. So that's my fair point. Okay, so can I say I do have quite a few favorite deleted things actually from Disney movies. Oh, we can also include the trailers if you want, because I believe there's like cutscenes or extended scenes in the trailers that we never actually see in the final version in the movies. So that's fair enough. I mean, and yeah, you're so right there, Joshie. I saw your comment just now saying about deleted scenes can be censored. Yeah. So let's just get to the point by sometimes some scenes can be either uncensored or censored. Uncensored means like original, but it's being cut from the movie, while censored means it's all being fixed and the problems is solved. That's my answer for this one. So yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure you guys might were able to remember this, but do you boys and girls remember Tinkerbell? Well, she has her own movies, of course, since 2008 until the Disney fairies stopped their productions from because the Disney Toons stopped doing them since, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2016. Yes, something like that. I know it's quite disappointed to the fans who loves Tinkerbell and the Disney fairies in general. And I also believed because I found out because so for one thing I want to mention is that there's a trailer for the very first Tinkerbell movie, but it's really different compared to the final versions of the story in the first movie. Yeah, well, that's the thing. You might get confused on this one when I explain this for you guys. So, in the trailer, because Tinkerbell was supposed to come out sometime in 2007, but instead they decided to changed it to 2008 for a reason, because if you boys and girls able to remember Brittany Murphy, yeah, something like that, or Brittany Murphy, sorry if I get her name wrong there. So she passed away sometime in 2007, and that's the real reason, well, one of the reasons why they changed the release dates of the Tinkerbell movie from 2007 to 2008. So that's one of the reasons why they changed the idea of the movie. And then they choose another actress to do Tinkerbell's voice, and we know who it is. Mae Whitman. Yeah, Mae Whitman, that's her name. Some of you might remember her from The Owl House as Amity Blight, something like that. I understand not everyone's seen The Owl House, it's totally fine, but yeah. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she's in Avatar. Yeah, I think so anyway. I don't really usually keep up with certain movies. Hope you guys can understand that. But the point is on what I'm saying here is that the story on the trailer version, the one I'm talking about just then, is completely different because it's about Tinkerbell and her friends were saving the children and whatever, the pixie dolls and everything, because there's something very wrong. Like, it's stopping the pixie dolls saving the home, and it also somehow makes the children losing their faith and beliefs for the fairies and such. And that's all I know, really. And did you guys know that in that early version that the little girl wasn't really going to be Wendy? She was going to be a completely different character with the name Victoria. Yeah. When I first found out, I was like, okay, I'm surprised. I mean, I wasn't disappointed. I was really fine by that. I mean, just saying. And yet, in the final version of the Tinkerbell movie that we all know, with the final version that came out in 2008, they changed the whole thing anyway, and they just instead have Wendy instead of Victoria. So I know they both look almost slightly similar to because there's the animation and all that, but I'm just stating the fact that the girl from the trailer version and the girl from the final version are completely different characters, just to remind you all in general. So these are the facts I find out. Yeah. And there's another Tinkerbell trailer for the the fairy rescue. Yeah, I remember that trailer, and the story seems to be really different compared to the one that we know from the actual movie that came out in 2010. And I believe Lizzie was supposedly be the villain in the movie, in the early story of the film. When I first found out, I was like shocked. I wasn't even thought about that. I mean, seriously. But instead of having that, they changed the story because in the final version, we meet Lizzie's dad, and he wasn't really evil. He just like sort of a bad dad to Lizzie sometimes throughout the whole movie, because he keeps neglecting her, always too busy, always focusing on himself, too busy minding his business on his thingy book about the butterflies, and then head up to the museum in London, having a babysitter looking after Lizzie. I understand some people may say it's not neglecting, but for me and some others, it's still neglecting, even though he did got his daughter a babysitter, but it's still neglecting. I mean, I'm sorry, but no matter what I was going to say, it doesn't excuse whatsoever for why he chose to go to the museum instead of be there for his own daughter. That is just a parent neglecting abuse. Yeah. And let me tell you that some people may say it's not really abuse, but neglecting is sort of type of abuse sometimes. Not as like physical. No, that's not what I meant. I meant there's another thing when it comes to abuse. I mean, there's two different things about that. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you can always just look it up on Google of two different meanings of the word abuse. So, okay, that's all I can say on this one. And in Monster Inc., well, you never guessed. Well, you guys remember the scene after the whole thing with, Boo, the little girl, where she appears in the monsters restaurant and all the monsters were like screaming and all that, and then the police came along and all that, and sometimes after that, when Sully and Mike were like running away with Boo with them, and then I can't even remember what Mike said to Sully, but I just remember the actual scene where they show you those green laser boom, something like that. But in the early version, it was originally a fire thingy. I don't know what it is, but that's all I can say. That's all I know. I was so disturbed. And please don't get upset with me just because I said that. Seriously, it's true. It's just so make me mad. But luckily, they changed that thing to the green laser thing because of this 9/11 attack in 2001. Yeah. Don't ask me why, but that's all I can possibly know. But that's not the only thing when it comes to 9/11. Okay. Due to my respects for 9/11, I'm actually glad they changed the fire thingy to the green laser. So the little reflection vision of those two towers and the one who got destroyed in the 9/11 attack. Yeah, well, you can see that through the Spider-Man's eyes on the actual poster. If you don't believe me, search it up. Yeah, I just remember watching a video about all this. And I also remember well, there's a few different versions of each different deleted scenes on Lilo and original movie that came out back in 2002. Yeah. And believe me or not, when I first discovered these deleted scenes on the Lilo and Stitch DVDs, I was like, oh my god. Oh, my Stitch sake. Seriously. Okay. And you never guess what I'm going to say next. You know Pudge the fish? Well, some of you may know what's coming next. To those who already know about this deleted scene, you get the idea. Well, the thing is, there's a deleted scene that wasn't really in the movie. I believe there's a scene where when Pudge the fish died. Yeah. Even though he never really did in the final version, but in the original story of the early version of the film, he did. I still can't believe it because when I first watched it, I was like petrified for both Pudge and Lilo because Lilo was so scared. She doesn't know what to do because these seagulls were attacking her and they were trying to grab Pudge off Lilo's hands. But what's even worse, Stitch haven't done anything to stop it. She just simply just stand there laughing at Lilo getting attacked by seagulls. That's just pathetic. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Stitch wasn't really mean to do it. He wasn't. I mean, I'm not going to excuse his behavior. I'm just pointing the fact that Stitch shouldn't have stand there. I mean, seriously, I know he doesn't understand the word or the meaning of the word death or dying. Well, I just still think Stitch should have done better for this one. So, well, I'm glad he come up to his senses at the end of that deleted scene. And I do remember when Lilo said to Stitch like this, you didn't do it on purpose, did you? That's what Lilo said. Yeah. And the house attack scene in Lilo and Stitch? Well, there's few versions of that actually. Well, few versions of the deleted scenes, I mean. Sorry about that. So, some of you may going to say there's only 2 versions, but somehow there's actually 3 versions, because some of you may won't believe me. I understand, but I do remember anyway, for some reason, because I did explain it to my best friend Sophie once, and I did say to Sophie that I remember one of them shows. When Lilo was on the phone talking to her social worker, Cobra Bubbles? Well, sometimes when Pleakley grabs the phone off her, Lilo was like, well, she didn't actually said anything. She just like, hey, give that phone back to me. Something like that. But somehow they show you a scene with they actually show you Pleakley being tied up. I can't even remember what it was he was being tied up with. I wasn't sure whether it was a rope or sticking tapes. So it's kind of get confusing every time I think about it. And I know what I'm talking about because I just literally remember it. I know not all of you guys were able to remember that. I understand, but this is my memory, so I don't think everyone can understand. No offense, but yeah, that's what I can say. And there's another version of the house attack scene, deleted scene. Well, I believe this the moment when when Jumper barges in the house and sees Lilo and Stitch in a hallway. Well, you can tell by the animation looks slightly same but also a little different at the same time. That, oh my goodness. If you've seen the deleted scene, you get what I'm talking about. So, okay. But that's not the whole thing, guys. Because you're never going to guess what I'm going to say next after this. Because in that same scene with Jumper in the hallway, well, as he was pointing the blaster gun, like, and then Stitch was literally holding Lilo and, like, literally grabbed her, hides behind her. Like, seriously, Stitch, for the heaven's sake, you're supposed to be her friend. Not using as your something shield. It's not like she's going to be your shining armor. Sheesh. She's an innocent girl. Oh my goodness, blazing well. Sorry for my language, but still. Well, but that's not even worse, because there's another scene on that same scene where just the moment when Jumper finally shoots the blaster gun. I remember the scene where Lilo falls to the floor and screams Stitch's name, and then Stitch climbs up to the ceiling, screaming, while Jumper was like laughing, doing an evil laugh hysterically, shooting at the same time. And I was like, Jumper, you're getting insane. You're getting crazy, dude. maybe that could be the reason why they had Jumper to be the villain in the live action to begin with. Well, that's my opinion and my own point of view. I understand not everyone can agree with me. I totally understand that. I mean, we all have our own disagreements and agreements. So, yeah, I am aware of that. Yes. And somewhere near to the end, when Stitch was holding a drill. Oh, you're never gonna guess this. Oh, my goodness blazing. Okay, sorry. When Jumper throws the toilet pumper at Stitch. No, seriously, he did. And then suddenly the drill landed on the floor and it was still was working by itself. And then okay, let's just say get to the point that the drill was chasing Lilo. Lilo was screaming when it was chasing her, and then Blakely saved her just in time, and they both escaped the house while Blakely kind of said to Jumper like this, "You're insane! Absolutely insane!" No, seriously, I had to agree with Blakely. So, well said, Blakely dude. Well said, mate. I mean, Blakely is just not always that bad as we all think, boys and girls. I know he can be annoying in some ways to some people, but he's not always that annoying. He's actually really funny. He's cool. Yeah, I know he can dress as a woman. No, seriously. I know some people actually like the idea of that, but me and some of us just find it a bit both cool and weird at the same time. You'll get the idea. Oh, I'm fine, by the way, Joshua. Thank you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, did you guys know that this also deleted scenes for Cat in the Hat? Oh my blazing haze. Okay, you're never gonna believe me when I tell you this. Okay. One of them shows a scene when Cat pretending to be a carpet. Oh boy. Now that just get weird. When I first saw that just gave me the creeps. Doesn't scare me, but the way it looked, like, how did he do that? Is he magic or something? I don't know. But he is a mysterious cat, I can say. I totally agree with you, Joshi. I totally agree with you, mate. Awkward! Yep. Giggle all you like, guys. I can totally agree with you on this one. It's brain dead. Ugh. Oh boy. Okay, sorry. I got distracted just for a second. I'm pretty sure there's a deleted scene in Cat in the Hat. Oh, trying to think. One of them shows, but sometime near at the end of the film, when the house was all like destroyed of all of messes. And to be fair with you, Joshi, you do have a point. I mean, I can't possibly blame you for saying that, mate. Saying that there's too many adult jokes in Cat in the Hat. Oh, well, I can't be fair with you that there is so many jokes that's not really aimed for children that some kids may don't understand. Well, including myself at the time too. I mean, when I was a kid, I literally had no idea what the hell that cat was talking about. But funny enough, it's the same actor who did Shrek. Sorry about that. I keep getting distracted with my parents yelling at each other in the other room. I'll try my best to ignore them. But at least I have you guys and feel me comfortable. Yeah. Sometimes I just don't really like it when my parents yell at each other. It makes me feel worried. But don't worry, I'm fine. I'm fine. Really, I'm fine. And speaking about adult jokes, guys, including to you too, Dashi, you know in Madagascar, oh my blazing god, you know the scene when... Okay, you know the scene at the beach when Alex and Marty were doing that weird... Oh, what's it called again? The music? Oh my god. They're acting like they're a couple or something. You'll get the idea. And every time me and Sadie watch that scene, we always go like rolling our eyes, like seriously, dudes, you're giving us sick. Laughing our heads up at the same time. But that's even more funny when Marty was like said something like unexpected that not us as kids at the time didn't understand what he meant, because if you think about it, when we were kids we had no idea what he meant, but as we got older we understand what it actually really means. Sugar honey iced tea. Can you get the idea? I won't say the actual word, but you get the idea. Joshy, you're making me laughing already. Oh my god, you make me laugh, Joshy, sometimes. Oh my god. Oh, honey, sugar water iced tea. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Marty, but we don't want to hear any more of that. Thank you. You're not the only one, Joshy. I can carry away sometimes when it comes to making jokes. Only when it's a friendly one, of course. Because I'm not the type of person to weird, uncomfortable stuff, you know. Oh boy. But I'm mostly always considering other people, not just myself. Well, it is true. If some people don't believe me, then tough on them, because I don't care. It's my least concerns. So yeah. Ooh, sorry, that was my hands. I'm sure there's a deleted scene in Finding Nemo. I think so. It's been a while since I watched deleted scenes of Finding Nemo. So yeah. And I'm pretty sure it shows Dory, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, something like that. And I'm pretty sure, because I also remember a video showing two side videos of one scene, you know, at the beginning of the film where Nemo's mom got killed by that nasty shark. Oh my god. It shows you the original screen, while there's another video showing the with screen or something like that. I'm not really good at talking about these things, but you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, well. And I also remember, actually, I just remember something. Do you guys remember Elmo in Grouchland? I understand not everyone's seen it, but I seen it though as a kid and older, and now actually that's what I mean to say. But I just remember I discovered there was deleted scenes for Elmo in Grouchland as well. I had no idea until I found out not too long ago, since last year, and I was like, whoa. I was like confused, and I was like, Okay, I should give them a watch and see what it's like. I can't even remember what they are now. It's been ages. But I will watch them again at some point when I get the chance to. I'm pretty sure there's also some deleted scenes for Shrek. Yep, there were. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Shrek, I understand we all had different memories for the end scene of the first film of Shrek on the VHS and DVDs or whatever, because for my memory, because when I first saw Shrek the first time, long time ago as a kid, I distinctly remember after the wedding scene finishes, it skips to the karaoke party and then the end credits. That's how I remember it. But when I first got the film on the DVD, it was different because they swapped them over, as in after the wedding, they show you the half of the credits and then karaoke party and then back to the credits again. I was like confused, like, what the hell? Whatever, I don't know. And that's very cute to say there, Miss Kanita. Boo! Yeah. Okay. And and speaking about boo, as in ooh, ghost. Well, speaking about that, I believe you do you guys ever remember The Ghost of Lord Farquaad? It's a short film it's sometimes based after the events after the first movie. Yeah. Well, believe me or not, I remember that used to scare the hell out of me as a kid. It doesn't anymore because it just turns even more funny than I imagine. You know the statue of the dragon? Oh my god. Believe me or not, that statue of the dragon, that statue scares me as a kid. Not anymore though, thank God for that. Even though I know it's not really real. Shrek 4D, I think so. Something like that. It's sometimes hard to tell whether if it's 3D or 4D because it's like 4D. That's sorry. Yeah. So my bad. Sorry. But I do remember one of the scenes shows Shrek holding the spider to the screen, and I was like, seriously, Shrek, you stupid ogre, you nearly scared the whips out of me. Okay. Still can't believe he did that. Well, even though it is meant to be funny in some ways, but I still don't like it one bit growing up and still now. Yeah, tell me about it. Okay, but there's another thing I also didn't like in that same short film I'm talking about. This Tinkerbell in Shrek. Oh my god. I wasn't sure whether she's dead after she got hit on the map that Shrek was holding, because you can see her skeleton face only for a few seconds and then that's it. You can't see her. I don't know, but some people may think she might be dead, but if you want my opinion, I think she's still alive somehow, because we did see her at the end of the short film, getting hit by the frog. Oh. Actually, sorry, no, not a frog. That was in the beginning, sorry. I meant at the end, it was a thingy lid from a bottle that Shrek was pulling. Sorry. Okay, get muddled up. Ugh, sorry. My bad. Okay, are you guys doing the ogres are like onions? Okay. Okay. Hmm. I don't. Let me think. Yeah, that's it. A bottle of champagne. Or champagne, whatever, how you pronounce it. And to be fair, Shrek movies do sometimes have some adult jokes as well to remind you, boys and girls. Oh, I'm not sure if anyone able to know about this, but you know the scene when Doggy was singing about friends to Shrek? Okay, because I believe in the original list they didn't have any music whatsoever. It was just Donkey singing, but in the new re-release for the DVDs and that, they decided to add a music for whatever stupid dumb reason, because that's just ruining the film. I understand some people may like the music in it, but to some others, including myself, I just prefer when it's never music on that scene when Donkey was singing about friends. You wanted to help friends, stop singing! Something like that. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe I just did that. I bet you guys are laughing your heads off on this one. My bad. Sorry. Okay. Well, yeah, there's really good things. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, and there's also deleted scenes for The Little Mermaid too. As in the original Little Mermaid that came out back in 1989. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Joshy, are you seriously still doing that ogre thingy about onions? Oh, I can smell onions. Oh, okay. Shrek, you stink like one. Oi, who do you think you're talking to? Ugh, okay. Okay, sorry. I try not to smile too much because every time I smile, my face goes red. I mean, we all get that sometimes. So I'm not the only one who gets it. Okay. Okay. Ow. Sorry. Hit myself. Just a little accident. What I was gonna say now? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Oh yeah, the Little Mermaid. Silly me. Okay. I believe there's few different versions of the early version of the Little Mermaid scene for Poor or Fortunate Souls and Kiss the Girl and Under the Sea, Part of Your World, and almost every scene for the early version of the Little Mermaid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And speaking about which, I believe, well, I know I said it like a few times already, but I'm pretty sure some of you will remember when I mentioned about the song Part of Your World was nearly got cut out of the movie. I felt disappointed. Whoever had the idea on doing that, but luckily they did not cut that out. I love this song. Just seriously, I love it. Almost everyone loves the song. Yeah, I understand not everyone likes the song, whatever reason, but I just love it. so much because it makes me express my feelings as well as Ariel does. And I just love it because it's sometimes it makes me feel like I'm Ariel sometimes too. Like seriously, I do sometimes see myself in Ariel in some ways. Don't ask me why, but sometimes it does happen. And yeah, you'll get the idea. If those who have same issues as Ariel, yeah. Although I don't really have problems against whatever. Let's say I always love my parents, no matter the you know what disagreements, dramas, or whatever. Like blah blah blah. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. I would agree with you on there, Joshy. It is magical somehow. Yeah. Part of your world. Love it. Oh, okay. Don't get yourself eye struck, the girl. Sorry. So, well. Oh, there's another thing I want to say. Do you guys remember those thingy Stitch crashed the other Disney movies? It's like little teasers of showing Stitch wrecking The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and Lion King. Yeah, I remember these. I always do. I just find them funny. I know some of them can be awkward, but it's quite good. Seriously, I mean, especially the Aladdin one. I mean, seriously. Believe me, I still can't believe he literally snatched Jasmine away from Aladdin like that. Like, literally flirting with the princess. Like, horror, baby. And then, just Jasmine decided to go with Stitch and then do like this. Woohoo! Yeah! And then Aladdin was like, hey, get you on movie. Poor Aladdin. Feel sorry for him. I mean, did Jasmine really just ditch Aladdin? She sure did. Yeah. Okay. And in The Lion King, oh my god. I believe there's two versions of The Lion King getting wet with Stitch. There's the one where she's Pumbaa and Timon together when Timon said, hey, that's not Simba. But there's also another one of The Lion King, but it's definitely not Timon and Pumbaa. It's just I don't know what's the type of animal that is, but he was saying the same words as Timon did, and he said, hey, that's not Simba. Something like that. Still can't believe there's two versions of that. I was like, whoa, okay, there's two versions. And in Beauty and the Beast, oh my god, Stitch was climbing on the ceiling and then landing to the ground with the what's those thingies called? It's hard to pronounce the word, but you know what I'm gonna say anyway. It's those lights things. Yeah. And I can't believe just the moment when Belle. Oh, okay. Thank you, Joshy. Thank you. I got it now. Chandler. That's it. Oh, Chandler. Sorry. Thank you, mate. Thank you for helping me there, mate. So I was saying, Belle walks away by saying, I'll go to my room. And then Stitch kind of whistles at her, flirting. I was like, Stitch, what the heck? And then that's when Belle started to say, get you a movie. Stitch, really? Flirting by by whistling to Princess Belle. Give it a break, dude. Okay. And in The Little Mermaid, okay, that's so easy to remember because Ariel was singing the reprise version of the Part of Your World song. And then out of the sudden, the ocean turns into a big waves and then splash over Ariel. Poor Ariel, she was literally singing. Yeah, well, believe me. Still can't believe when Ariel literally threw a starfish at Stitch's face like that. I know some people may think he deserves it, but for me, I don't think so. Well, maybe he did. Let's say I sometimes can get stuck in the middle of on this situation on the teaser. So never mind. I was singing here. Ow! Oh dear. Did someone throw a starfish at someone's face? Oh my god. I sometimes like doing my own impressions of funny scenes. Like, I was singing here. Ow! Yeah, that one. You know what? Whenever I make that impression, it did sound like I was doing a as in punch sound. Oh my god. Exactly, Joshy, exactly. I know starfish are not really that rock solid. They're actually really delicate little things. Yeah. Cute little starfish. I actually like starfish. One of my favorite sea creatures. Including clownfishes. You might get the obvious. Finding Nemo. Okay, shall we do some funny business now? As in, do some funny jokes, do some funny scenes together. That's gonna be so much fun. Because I know you guys having fun time with you guys. It's so much fun. Okay. Timon, what do you think you're doing? I'm fast forwarded to the part that we come in, but you can't go out of order. Michael Shell, Michael's in pal, because I got the remote. But you're making everyone confused. We're going back to the beginning of the film. We're in the beginning of the film. Oh, yes, we were the whole time. Yeah, but they don't know that. Well, why can't we tell them our story? I can't do the scream. Sorry. I can, but I don't want to do it. You understand. But I also like the other funny scene in that same film. When you know the scene of when these two pause their own film of them two falling off the the waterfall. Yeah, thanks for understanding, Joshy. Thank you. Okay. And then what's even more funny, because they paused it while these two were falling from the waterfall anyway. And then Pomba was like, "You don't mind? I'm actually really peckish." Yeah, go ahead. Be right back. And then silence moments while Timon was like sitting there humming to himself like this. Like that. Okay, safe. Don't smile. Okay, you can. I mean, I know you can't resist it, Sophie. I mean, I can't blame you. Yeah. Okay. And then what's even disgusting when Timon picks his nose. Me and I were like, ugh, Timon, what the blazing nuts are you? And then couple few minutes after that, couple few seconds after he picked his nose, Bubba came back and said, I got some butter so we can share. You were picking your nose, weren't you guys? No, we weren't having an itch on the insides. Okay, you I mean, you guys wasn't really picking your nose, no, were you? I don't think so. Uh-huh. As long as you don't do it while watching my video. Thank you. Sheesh. Thank God. Okay. How about the scene when... Oh my God, this is so many good ones. Yeah, well said, Joshi. Always wash your hands. Okay, so I was gonna say, Timon was keep yapping to himself when the picture frames keep changing and changing. Or Timon's faces looked like he was screaming or something, like losing his pants off. Yeah, that makes me laugh every time. It only makes me laugh on a certain time when he started saying, okay, here's me another 10 frames. And then Pom was like, oh, sorry. And I also like the other funny bit when Timon was trying to tell those singing animals to, hey, knock it off. Hey, it's their neighbors. Maybe we should talk to them. Noisy neighbors, I say. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then I just can't deny the other funny bit when Timon started using a stick or something, and then he's like, hey, knock it off! And then all the animals just started falling. And then the song ended. And that's it. And another funny bit during the song Be Prepared by the Villain Scar. Oh my God, when Timon and Pumbaa were literally just... The moment that song just turned on, these two were like standing there putting like confused faces and then walk sideways like this. Like that. Yeah, I just can't believe these two just walk sideways. It's not like we're in a fashion model, you two. I mean, there's no time for dressing up. Thank you. Yeah. And don't stop me with that. Can you feel the love tonight? Parody version of it. Oh my God, seriously, that scene on that film. Oh my God, when Timon and Pumbaa keep trying to trip Simba and Nala. Oh. Okay, maybe they're doing Irish dancing. Thanks for mentioning that, Joshi. Okay, and somewhere near at the end of the film when Timon was literally, well, I know he was only pretending, but the way he said it, me and Sophie always find it like, are you serious, dude? Like, did he really actually ask for marriage to one of the hyenas? Ugh, give me... Okay, Timon, do you really fancy the female one? Whatever her name is again. Oh my God. it's only even more funny when Timon Pumbaa dropped his mouth, and then while Timon and these hyenas were still talking to each other, Pumbaa still got that face on. Seriously. It's like he's been watching a horror film. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is so good. Oh, good. What about the scene when Timon pauses the scene when he started crying when they were pausing on the moment when these two were giving them each other those baby boo-boo doggy eyes or pussycat eyes like Puss in Boots from Shrek 2. You get the joke. No, seriously, it's just the way they pause the movie, like, and then Timon started crying like this. And then Tom was like, Timon, are you crying? I'm fine. Like that. Okay, that's just getting weird, but cute, but funny. Yep. Oh, itchy elbow. Sorry. I hate getting itchies. Okay. And then when Pumbaa was giving Timon a piece of tissue to blow his nose, and then when Timon literally gave the tissue back to Pumbaa, Pumbaa was like, "Geez, thanks." That's it. Like, geez, thanks. I don't want your snotty tears tissue. Like that. Sort of like that, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. You know, in Madagascar, when Alex and Gloria and Melma were singing Happy Birthday to Marty, and every time me and Sophie watched that scene together, and our friend Sam as well, oh my god, that scene cracks us up. Actually, I never thought of this, but I just have an idea. Okay, come on. What are you, little sneak? I wanted to find you. Oh, buzz off. Okay, sorry, I was just trying to fix something. And I'm gonna find you, little video. And I know where you are. Download. Okay, finally done it. It's let's just say I'm just downloading some of the videos that's already been on my channel. And I so want you guys to hear this.
What do Gen 2 and 625 say about me?
Not much. They mostly just sit around making up names for you. Rat face.
What?
Hamster jerk.
What?
Keister veal.
What?
I still can't believe Nosy literally say these things.
You want I should repeat them?
No, you dare.
No! I reject you and your huge nose.
No, seriously, that scene every time I play that, Sophie, Sam, and our other friend Daniel, we all laugh together like crazy. Because let's say I kinda did a slow motion of that scene, and hi, Peachy Voice. Watch this.
What do Gen 2 and 625 say about me? Not much. They mostly just sit around making up names for you. Rat face, what? Hamster jerk, what? Keister veal, what? You want I should repeat them? No!
What do Gen 2 and 625 say about me? Not much. They mostly just sit around making up names for you. Rat face, what? Hamster jerk, what? Keister veal, what?
Okay, here's my ears. Sorry. Oh my god. He sounds like Alvin. You know, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, it was my idea to begin with to make that video. And everyone's laughing. You guys are laughing right now, aren't you? And I can easily tell one of you just put a laughing emoji with a crying tears on him. Okay, I get the idea. I get the joke. I still can't believe Nosy literally say those things. I'm not sure if Gantu and Ruben, as in 65, literally said that. I'm not even really that certain if they did or not, but the way Nosy said it did sound like they actually did say those things. But sometimes in another side of the story, it doesn't always feel like that. I'm pretty sure Nosy just probably just saying it to wind him to feel up. Oh my god. Well, believe me, it's crazy and it's funny.
Not much. They mostly just sit around making up names for you. Rat face, what? Hamster jerk, what? Keister veal, what?
Where do you get all these things? Okay, you know what, guys? I think I should go. I mean, it's actually 11:33. It's me and my mom and my dad have to go to bed at any time soon. Really. Yep. Okay. I might as well take myself off the stream video before we all go to bed. So, thank you very much. Okay, sorry. Okay. Well, thanks for having me, guys, and I hope you're all thankful for that I have for you to watch as well. Yeah, and I'm glad we all had fun. Well, bye, guys. See you next time. And add some more laughing jokes while you're at it.